Hey guys, hey! Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna tell you guys a story of how I went to a swingers club. So this happened probably, I wanna say like almost a year ago now. It probably honestly was like a year ago, I'm not sure. But me and two of my friends have been friends since high school. One goes to a school in San Francisco, and the other one just transferred, in this story, just transferred to a school in San Diego. And so me and my friend from San Francisco ended up deciding that we were gonna go down for the weekend to San Diego because she was my friend in San Diego. I'm gonna give them names. Dana's in San Diego, Alexis is in San Francisco. So me and Alexis decided to go down to San Diego to visit Dana because she was lonely and she didn't have any friends and stuff like that yet because she just transferred school. You know what I mean. So we decided to go down there for the weekend, get lit, and like have fun, let her like go out and explore the world out there all together so she didn't feel lonely and shit. So we road trip down to San Diego, me and Alexis. Alexis flies in from San Francisco and I pick her up and we go down. And we're like getting ready and we have like a plan. So we're gonna go to dinner and then probably try to do like an 18 or over like club or like something like that in like downtown San Diego, like Gaslamp district, because at this time none of us were 21 yet other than Alexis. Alexis had just turned 21 and I was gonna turn 21 in like a month, but Dana was still 19. Oh wait, not 19. Dana was still 20. So we're gonna try to do like an 18 and over thing. So we end up going to dinner in like Little Italy or something like that night, and then after dinner we go back to the car and I brought a bottle of Jameson to like start off the night and get lit and get wild. So we share the entire bottle of Jameson, which was probably like the average size. I don't know how many ounces it is, but we share that entire bottle together. And my car is parked in an overnight parking spot, so I was just gonna leave my car there and just Uber back to Dana's apartment, and we were just gonna pick up the car in the morning. So we walk down and we're like on Yelp and we're yelping because we left the car because Alexis is a pee girl and she literally cannot hold her pee for shit. So we walk down and we're trying to find a bathroom and Dana's calling an Uber. And so the Uber comes after Alexis pees and we're like, okay, we're just gonna go. Since we couldn't, okay, I'm literally so bad at telling stories. So we couldn't find an 18 and over bar in Gaslamp, at least not on Yelp. But my girlfriend had said that there was one there, but she didn't remember what it was called. So we knew that there kind of was one that, like there, but we didn't know what it was called or where it was on Gaslamp. So we decided instead to end up going to a strip club. So Dana's looking up strip clubs on Yelp and she's like, oh, I found one. It has good reviews. It's 5 stars. We're gonna go to this one. And I was like, okay, you gotta, like, you're sure that it's a good one? I trust you. And she's like, yeah, it's good. By this point, we're all kind of a little bit lit. And by a little bit, I mean, I'm a little bit lit and they're drunk, because I was like making sure that like Dana was drinking because I wanted her to have a good time, and I was just gonna be like, you know, a little lit, having fun, watching, making sure my friends don't get assaulted. So we end up going. So we get in the Uber and we're talking to the Uber. He's this chill ass guy and he's like driving us to the place or whatever, and he pulls off the freeway and it's like in this super sketch like industrial like area of San Diego or something, like, you know, where there's just like industry stuff. And he's like driving and I'm kind of sketched out because it's kind of late and there's like fog and stuff and it's like hazy and strange and it's like quiet, like there's no people anywhere because obviously it's like an industrial area, so why would there be people? But so he's driving and he's like talking to us, and then finally he pulls into, it's like a dead-end street basically that opens to a big parking lot, and there's this like sketch ass little cottage just like sitting on the side of the parking lot. So like, let's say like this is the big parking lot, the street lit up right here, there's a little cottage like right here. It's like the only source of light in like this area other than the street lamp, and it's this little cottage, and like it looks like dead ass like a little cottage, like if I was Hansel and Gretel and I was going through the woods and this cottage was made out of candy. And like it was like fenced off and it had like a swing set in the front and a trailer on the side, and there were like bushes and plants, and there was like a porch, and there was just a bunch of like lawn ornaments everywhere, kind of like an old person would have in their yard. And there's also a valet guy inside the parking lot, like trying to park cars. And the parking lot's kind of full. And literally I'm like, Dana, is this the place? And she's like, yeah, like this is the place, like we've arrived, this is it. And I'm like, are you sure? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, I trust you, so I'm gonna go with you and say that this is the place, but like we're gonna all be together, and if somebody dies, I swear to God I'm gonna be mad. So the Uber literally so sketched out. He's like, are you sure that this is the place? Do you guys want me to wait for you? Or like basically literally saying that he's sketched out by how sketch this place, and he's about to drop off these 3 little girls to just go to the sketch ass little cottage in the middle of fucking nowhere and whatever. And we're like, no, it's okay, it's fine, this is the location, like she says it's the place, like we're okay, we'll call an Uber if it doesn't work out. And he's like, okay, like good luck, be safe. Like he's sketched out. So we're like walking up to the cottage, and I'm like literally so uncomfortable because like there's like swing sets, like it looks like kids come here, and like there's like lawn ornaments, and it just looks cluttered, like a hoarder's house for like an old lady. And, like there's just so many knickknacks on the lawn, like it's uncomfortable, and like there's some like fake plants and stuff that need to be dusted. I don't even know, but it was weird. And like the house is like lit up so that it's like the cottage is lit up, not like anything around it. So like spotlights almost like from the ground up, you know when they do like the little like lamps that like stick inside the grass and they're like on the side. It was kind of like that. And then the lights on the top of like where the roof comes off were like red, and like it was just so sketch. I don't know why we walked inside this place. I thought it was okay with a trailer on the side and shit, but like, so we open the door and we go inside, and it's like red room as fuck, and like it's just this little like lobby area. Like okay, so it's like you walk in the door, so the door is like, if this is the house and this is the front, the door is right here, and there's this little lobby on the inside. So this is like closed off, and there's a door right here and a door right here when you walk in, but this is the door we walked in. So we're standing right here, and there's a little like front desk. So there's a lady sitting at the front desk, and hanging on the walls, it's like red roomed as fucking here. And by that I mean like the lights are red and shit, and it's got like that ambiance of like a red room. So they're on the walls hanging out like lingerie and stuff like that, and the lady sitting at the like front desk is super sketch. She's kind of like grimy a little bit. No offense to the lady, I'm sure she takes showers, but like she just like felt kind of like sweaty to me. And I'm in here and I'm like, Dana, what the fuck is this? And if you look inside, the door that's like behind, kind of behind like the front desk is closed, but on the side is just an open doorway, like no door, nothing. And inside is like a locker room, and everybody in there is butt ass naked. I've never seen so many old shriveled dicks in my life. It was fucking crazy. Hold on, drink break. So I'm like, maybe those are the performers or something, and like they are just comfortable in their bodies. It's just open. I mean, obviously strippers are like comfortable in their body, but like maybe it's just like open, like that's just where they change, they don't care, I don't know, whatever. So I'm in my stupid ass brain, I didn't process why are there old men inside a strip club stripping, but I was like, I don't know, maybe all age strip club. So I asked the lady, and I'm like, oh, is there like a cover charge or whatever, blah blah, or Dana or Alexis asked her like, oh, is there a cover charge? And she's like, yeah, it's $10 and you have to sign a waiver. And I was like, a waiver? Why do I have to sign a waiver? And she was like, oh, because it's this is a swingers club. And I was like, could you repeat that one more time? She goes, yeah, this is a swingers club. And I went, where are the papers? No, I'm just kidding. I definitely did not say that. There were so many old dicks on the side. Not down. So I'm like, what do you mean? Like this is like a swingers club? Like couples come here to swing? And she's like, yeah, like you don't have to like swing if you don't want, like you can go in there and just watch if you want, or just hang out, but like people go in there and they hook up and stuff, and like it's a swingers club. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, can you give us a second so we can like talk about this, because we thought this was something else. And she was like, okay, yeah, it's fine. So we go to the side, like we step to the side, and I'm like talking to Dana and Alexa, and I'm like, do you guys still want to do this? Like, do you want to go inside, like just to look? Because in my head now I'm thinking, wow, this is an opportunity of a lifetime to see what a swingers club looks like. Like, how many people do you know that have been to a swingers club? So they're all like drunk, so they're like, sure, whatever, like let's just go in, whatever, we'll look around and it's fine, then we'll leave. Like, obviously there's a waiver, so there's rules and stuff, so it's gotta be safe. So I'm like, okay, so we'll sign up and we'll like do the swingers club thing. So she's like, okay, let me print out like the waivers for you, and like while those are printing, I'm just gonna tell you it so that you can just sign it at the bottom. I'm gonna read to you what it says. And I'm like, okay. So she's like going through the stuff and she's reading all the steps, and like I'm just kind of like halfway listening, and then she gets to a part and literally I'm like, hold on, could you repeat that to me? And she's like, nudity is required. And I was like, what do you mean by nudity? She was like, well, you can wear, like, you can't wear your clothes in there. You can wear your underwear, you can be naked, but you cannot wear your clothes. Sorry, my camera died. Anyways, so she says, she's like, oh, well, if you don't have anything to wear, you can buy one of the ones up here if you want. So I'm like, okay, wait. Reconvene, because this just got real sketch. And at this point, I have a girlfriend, and I'm like, super awkward, but I'm pretty sure my girl would be mad as fuck if I ended up inside a swingers club naked as fuck with a bunch of old ass men. So I was like, yeah, no, I think I'm gonna have to back out at this point. Like, this is where I draw the line. And they're like, okay, like that's fine. Like, and I'm like, okay. So like telling the lady at the lobby, like, oh, okay, we're not gonna do it then. Like, thanks though for like doing all that for us, blah blah blah. And she's like, yeah, it's okay, no problem, I understand. So as we're leaving the swingers club, because we called our Uber to come pick us up, this old couple's walking up to go inside, and they're like smiling and they're like, hi. And I just feel like it's so crazy. There are some freaky old people in San Diego. I'm just gonna put that out there. Freaky old people in San Diego. But yeah, so the Uber comes to pick us up, and we tell him the whole story, and then we go to Gaslamp, we go to a hookah bar, we get drunk, some guy picks me up, and then almost gets in a fight with his friend, because his friend's like, hey, get the fuck off her. And then we end up back at my friend's apartment, we try to go swimming, pool's closed, end up in a playground, drunk as fuck at like 4 AM with McDonald's, and that's where my night ended. So that's the night that I ended up at a swingers club by accident. It was pretty crazy. If you're looking for the swingers club in San Diego, I would say look up strip club near Gaslamp, or look up strip club while you're in Little Italy. Maybe it'll pop up for you. I don't remember the name of the place. But if you do end up there, definitely leave a comment below if you've been to the swingers club that I'm talking about. That would be hella funny. I like to actually know what it looks like inside. Maybe one day I'll get it. I don't know. It's a crazy time in the world. So comment, like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video, or even if you didn't enjoy this video, still do all those things, because I mean, why not? Tia be me, you be you, and I'll catch you next time on my next video, whenever that comes out. See you in the next lifetime.